Hi, I'm Heather Adams with MassLive, and today I am at TEDxSpringfield. We've been here in and out throughout the day, so we have other videos down on our Facebook page. You can also check out TEDxSpringfield's Facebook page for the videos, and we're going to have more today, so be sure to like our page, like TEDxSpringfield, tag someone who you think would be interested in this. Be sure to stick around today. So right now we are sitting down with Dr. Larry Snyder, who is the Director of all Cybersecurity and Computer Science. We went out just for a minute, so hopefully we're going to stay connected. But if you could kind of tell us a little bit about what you do and what you talked about today.
Sure. So as you mentioned, I'm the Director of the Cybersecurity Program and the Computer Science Programs at Bay Path University. I've been teaching for almost 14 years now, so a lot of what we teach is that typical cybersecurity stuff. So today I thought I mixed it up a little bit and talked about some of the stuff that you don't typically associate with cybersecurity, but more so with cybercrime, where I talked about child exploitation and online child exploitation and abduction and that kind of thing.
And that is a terrifying topic for parents.
And it is, and I think I took some people off guard here as well today, but all in all, the message was really about just, let's start having a conversation about the problem, about the issue, not ignoring it, having a conversation with children, having a conversation with other adults, because that's really what it's going to take to address this. It's just an awareness issue. And once we become comfortable talking about it, then we can start coming up with some solutions.
So, I don't know how easy this is to answer, but how do you keep your kids safe online?
You know what? It is hard. I have 6 kids, and they've all grown up through different parts of social networking. Some are a little bit older, and that wasn't part of life. And then I have other kids that social networking has been around since they were around. So it's difficult, but it's all about making good choices. It's about giving them confidence, giving them the sense of security, and making them be friends with you on Facebook so you can see what they're doing too. So
I guess overall, is it possible to stay completely safe if your kids are online?
I think it's possible to really minimize the risk and be situationally aware of what's going on, and then you can make good decisions. Can people make mistakes? Absolutely. But if you're aware of things, then you recognize that you made a mistake, and then you can pull back and become safe again.
And what about parents, who feel uncomfortable talking about this? What do you suggest? How do they start?
Who doesn't feel uncomfortable? We as parents, you have uncomfortable discussions about a lot of things, and social networking should be the least thing that you feel uncomfortable talking about your kids. And it's more along the lines, I think, when I talk to parents, it's I don't understand what they're doing. So take a class, read a book, watch a video, figure out what it's about, and then get a page and start being part of the social networking movement or social networking lifestyle, and then you can have that conversation about education.
And you said that you've watched your kids kind of grow up through this, and just since you've been in this, you've been a professor for more than 13 years.
Yeah.
What kind of things have you seen change?
Well, obviously Facebook is one of those. Social networking is huge. The sharing of information, mostly privacy-related things, have drastically changed since I've been teaching, and obviously in our lifetime, the concept of privacy and what's being shared and what's not being shared. And I think that's a lot of issues with younger kids is kind of getting the scope of what's okay to share, and understanding that this concept of your private record will stay private is gone. Pretty much anything that you do online, you can guarantee will be around forever. There's no expiration anymore, which is kind of hard for folks to grasp as well.
And what is one thing that really surprises you that kids are doing, or parents let kids do without them knowing, that could be really dangerous?
I'll tell you, every year I ask my students, how many of you have friends on Facebook that you've never met? You wouldn't know.
We are back.
Awesome. That's great.
All right, so sorry everyone, we did lose it for a little while, so we've tried to reposition so that we don't lose anything else. So you have done a lot with academics. Can you talk to people about what exactly you've done and how that's changed over the years?
Sure. So when I first started, we were still talking more about physical security as it relates to cybersecurity. We were talking a little bit more about network security, and now it's kind of changed where instead of talking about just computer security, we're talking about cybersecurity, which includes the entire life stream of data, the entire life stream of information as it travels from, input, output to use, storage, and then perhaps reuse. You've got, the coming alongs of big data, which has completely changed how we view security of data over its lifetime, and it actually has changed the lifetime of data. So there's lots of new things that come along every year, and you got your bring your own device issues. You've got mobile technology, which has changed the field of cybersecurity immensely as well.
So are you seeing students being more or less interested as this kind of changed their life more?
Yeah, I think they're actually more interested. They're just really still trying to figure out, how can I make a good living at this? How can I take this part of my life and do something with it that's productive and also has the opportunity to change things? Because I think a lot of students now really want to make an impact on society.
And so what advice do you have to those students who are kind of maybe on the fence and thinking about going into this?
So I think this is a field that you can do anything with, and if you get into it now, you're probably not even aware of what you're going to do with it by the time you get your degree, because things are going to change. In the next 5 years, we're going to be talking about this in an entirely different concept. So if you're looking for something that's new, innovative, and not yet settled, this is a good place for you to be.
All right, and just to wrap up, one last advice to parents who are watching.
Just talk to your kids. That's pretty much it. Talk to them what they're doing online, and if you have to, look over their shoulder and see what they're doing online.
Awesome. So that wraps up our talk here, but I'm sure you have a lot of questions about this, so if you have anything that didn't get answered so far, be sure to leave it in the comment section. We'll try to get that answer for you. Again, I'm Heather Adams with MassLive.